Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. It's nice to be back with you. I'll give you an excuse or two why I've been gone. I traveled 12 hours one day, and then there's been several circumstances to keep me from stopping and making any kind of a program. And I am in Arkansas. I'm in Crossett, Arkansas. And I have been very, very busy. And we've had a lot of church going on. So please forgive me, and I'm making new resolutions. You know, it doesn't cost a lot to make a resolution. It just costs a lot to keep it. I want to tell you today about an incident in my life that you might find interesting. In Jasper, Texas, many years ago, when I was a young man, I was home missions director of the state of Texas. And I was doing conferences, crusades across the state of Texas. And we were winning a lot of people as we went to some of the smaller towns we went to. But we went to Jasper, Texas, and we couldn't find a facility large enough for the crowd that we was expecting. Finally, one person said to me, he said, you know, one of the city officials or someone said, we do have the rodeo grounds. That's the only thing that's big enough. I said, would you rent us the rodeo grounds? They said, yes. Yes, we would. And so, to make the long story short, we had a crusade in the rodeo grounds. Now the bleachers came all around the rodeo ground, and we took and put we call it the floating platform, out in the middle of the arena. And it had a organ and piano on it. It had a podium, a pulpit, and it was big enough to have a choir on that floating platform. No, it was so nice. And Brother O.W. Williams, the district superintendent, was going to preach the crusade, and people were filled. The bleachers were, a lot of people were in the bleachers, high up. And I'm telling you, when the presence of God got to moving, and Brother Williams got to preaching, the moon was giving its light. It was a wonderful time. And all of a sudden the power of God fell. You could just feel it falling. And people left the bleachers and ran out in the arena and started praising God and praying with sinners that wanted to find God. It was such a marvelous time. People started coming to me and said, Brother Marler, that's my brother. Brother Marler, that's my so-and-so. That's my sister-in-law. One preacher came to me crying. He said, Brother Marler, my son, that we've been trying to get in the church for all these years, has just received the Holy Spirit. Oh, it was such a grand time. Why am I telling you this? One thing about it I just want you to know. And the other thing is, I want to say, there's a moral to the story. We've got to all leave the bleachers and get out into the arena where we can do something for God. We don't need to be spectators. We need to be participants. God bless you.